Hey Soul Seekers family, welcome back. It's this time of year where a different kind of visitor will be coming on the 5th of December. Now I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, it's Krampus, where all the naughty children will be getting their visit, and the adults too. I just added that bit because I thought it was funny. There's been a few movies made about this chap, but tonight we're going to investigate the most complex figure of the season, Krampus. Forget the cute images. We're looking at the spiritual law behind his existence. I've investigated the facts, but we'll turn the cards to answer the spiritual mysteries. Okay. Our research shows that Krampus comes in December the 5th. Must happen before St. Nicholas Day, and this simple fact raises unanswerable questions. Was he human? Did we manifest him through our guilt or something more? They say that the balance of both sides is needed. Grab yourself a drink and let's investigate through the tarot and spiritual meaning behind Krampus and how it all began. Before we start, if you want the historical folk links to the legend, I put them in the description box. And I've also added some films because I've watched a couple of films. I haven't watched the horror one. That's on my list to do. But let's have an open mind to this. Let's just see what it's got to do. I'm going to be using my new Christmas cards, and there's already I'm going to have to sort out the light because that's not good. We don't want that. It's not a very good start, is it? Oh, you're going to have to go dark. Sorry, we're going to have to go dark. Why not? We're in the darkness of Canberra, so we're going to have to go a little bit darker. So, Soul Seekers family, I'm your intuitive tarot investigator, and I want you to join me in calling upon the highest source of light. We clear the space and ask for a complete shield of protection around every soul watching. Only wisdom may enter, all lower chaos energy must remain outside. And let us begin. Okay, so if you've been watching me for some time, you know I've got my script in front of me to keep me in check. So here we go. The history facts is this is a pagan original half-goat nature. It raises the question whether he was an element energy or a physical energy. The card, so it's going to determine the spiritual nature behind the legend. So the question we're going to ask, the core question, was Krampus an energy or a physical form, or was he human? So this was Krampus an energy, a physical form, or human? Well, that suggests physical. That's coming with like a physical aspect, but we also got a fear. So this is the swords element. So she's tied up with her fears. Well, that's interesting. Human side. Oh, I didn't expect this, right? This is all allegedly entertainment purpose only. This is physical, okay? This is, to me, that is a physical, something given of something. So this is like the energy is a physical aspect, right? Are we going to be doing this sort of this here with the eight? This suggests to me about in the mind, the anxiousness in the mind, how we feel, you know. Does Krampus pick this wild energy? But to me, he was human. So is there a story of like maybe a serial person, you know, that started the stories up? Maybe. Why is it like? Just see if you can. Was it? Can you see it better? I don't know. Yeah, was he, because we got the King of Candles, which is the King of Wands. So to me, this legend come from a person? Okay. So what was his true spiritual original? So what was his true spiritual original? To me, that shows that this person was like a family man. But let's see what the cards say. King of Canes, Page of Canes. I'm just going to throw it out there. But to me, it looks like that this, the Krampus history, like, now we're going into the gutters, came about from a physical form. Someone who was a family man, someone who had a form of purpose, a righteous person. Okay, so you know, with the King of Canes, which is the King of Swords, this is someone who has a righteous thing. He had a kind of a mindset of how children should be brought up. The innocence of a child. Oh, that's just a bit right. So, okay. So that, I feel that's how he was born. So whether there was like a righteous man, he was on physical form, family person, maybe possibly a bit of a control, had a bit of a control inside to them. Okay, there was something or fearful around them with the Eight of Swords there. So like a trapped feeling. And we've got like lower cards, which is like the pages, which is children. So feels like a righteous man. Okay. Right, let's go down. Right. Wow. That'd be interesting to see if, I mean, would that be in the records? Was there some physical person that was based on that in the stories, and that's why but they turned it into more of like a demon etymology to frighten children into being good, you know, stories and stuff. So okay, so here we go. So the historic timeline must happen before the Nicholas Day, which was the 5th of December, proves he is essential to balance. So the question we're going to ask is Krampus a true force or for balance in life? Which, with the King of Swords, I would say I would say yes. Okay. So, and does he willingly accept the role of consequences? I feel like he didn't have a very good the physical form. Let's not talk about the demon right now, but I feel he didn't have a very he didn't have much faith in the Christmas spirit aspect. I'm wondering if he was a bit against it. Something turned the tables, and something that's affected in the childhood could represent someone of mother origin. And I'm getting someone who looks to me that he's like on stage. He had he had a troubled upbringing. I think we're talking about the story behind it. I think we're talking about, you know, how it come about is someone who presented themselves as very family oriented, very on that, but the core of it was his belief system around Christmas and around the origin of like families and stuff like that. I'm feeling like this person didn't have a father around themselves, didn't have anything, you know, so they were very heavily influenced by mum. Mum was under a lot of stress. So I'm wondering if in the records there was an actual someone who used to punish children, and it just turned into more of a demon aspect. That's what I'm interpreting the cards. For you tarot readers out there who's intrigued, what do you see in the cards on that? But that's how I'm seeing it. I'm getting an imbalanced method. So there's two sides to this this person. So yeah. Right, this would be the interesting one. So, right, I haven't got this added. So, how did it go about that he turned into a demon then? How did it go about that he turned into a demon? You know, through the storytelling, did it change? Wow, we got fourth chair, Knight of Gifts, Queen of Kings. I feel like it's the Chinese whispers. So someone made this person up. But I personally believe that it came about from a situation, a circumstances that happened that was physical, you know, that was human form, and they turned it into a legendary story to counterbalance the fact of Christmas too. So going by the cards, I feel the stories are true, but not necessarily, you know, the legend of like the Krampus of him being like a demon. I feel something happened on the December the 5th. Maybe children went missing at that time. Someone who perceived themselves as a very family oriented person, but really underneath that they didn't have a great upbringing, not through the mum's fault, it was just mindset with the mum. I didn't see a bad energy around mum at all, but his interpretation of his childhood kind of stopped him believing in things more so, and it's like children should be not heard. You know, he had a kind of a curiosity when it come to children and their innocence. I didn't expect this. Sorry, I did not expect this. Okay, so the ugly truth, the mask that comes off, right? So the ugly truth. Does Krampus change his face or method depending on the person or culture he visits. I think anything, like they always say, isn't it? You what? Although I don't really agree with this, but I'll just throw it out for like an example, is you are what you attract. I don't fully believe that. I can't, you know, because we can't, you know, if you're a victim or something, how can you be at fault? You know, it's just, yeah, it's not here. But I do feel like there's an element of emotions and stuff. The ugly truth of it all is this person, this Krampus, whatever you want to interpret it, he thrives on the sorrow. Okay, he's fascinated. He's got a fascination. You got females in this spread. You got the 5 of good cheer, which is the 5 of cups. It bang in the middle of like that emptiness. So I do feel like there's a sense of vulnerability with the choices that they made. I don't feel I to be honest, I don't feel Krampus is this is my belief, right? Allegedly, I believe this person was a human being. I believe that the stories just got exaggerated and they created this Krampus, but actually the reality here was this person wasn't a good person. He had an awful upbringing. He had not an awful, his mindset to how he viewed his upbringing around things. And I think it just excelled from there. And I feel like there was children that used to go missing around that time. This is, you know, the ugly truth of it is that there, to me, I do wonder if there was actually documented aspects. If you know of any, let me know down the, got to be interesting to know. But that's what I'm picking up from this character. When it comes to that. So, you know, what do we need to keep in mind of the legend? What do we need to keep in mind of the legend of Krampus? Oh my God. No way. Look what's come up. The Devil card. To me, it's about protecting of the innocents. Protecting the innocent people. The stories are great and that, but there is an element of like real twisted stuff here. There's an element of truth in the matter, and without saying it, it's being mindful of who's around your kids, you know? Because you got the Moon card as well, and Krampus as the Devil card. The Holy King. Yeah. It's I just feel like it's about, for me, is your final pull of the arc, you know, of what we need to keep in mind around the Christmas, and, you know, just be mindful where your kids are at. Well, just be mindful, protect your kids. I was looking for fun, but this is like took another turn. I didn't. Oh, I mean, yeah. Just be careful with your kids. Be careful. Don't let them out on the 5th. But there is something of the 5th that happened, the 5th of December. It'd be interesting to know if any historians or they can go, oh, this is a bull of crap. I'm just reading the cards. But look, Krampus, he came out in the reading. Should we look in the book? I can't believe he came out. That's just like crazy. But here you go. Oh, here we are. So let's have a... I mean, his Alpine folklore, often called the Christmas devil, is a spectre of the figure of Krampus may have a pre-Christian origin and preserved in the Alpine religion of Central Europe. St. Nicholas, he rewards, I'm going to do Santa, he rewards well-behaved children with gifts, and the Krampus would punish them. His original is not clear, but he seems to be present in the shadow aspects of the season. I feel something happened around that time of year, and that's when the stories began of Krampus. I think he's a fictional character from some element of truth. That's all I'm going to say to that. So, yeah. What's your take on it, right? Yeah, not really funny matter, really, is it? But there you go. What can you take from the reading? What do you believe? What do you believe Krampus is? Do you believe that he was human, and it just there was just added a twist of mystery to it by creating a demon? You know. Did you find this relatable? Do you know any historian aspects where this come from? Let me know in the comments below. Now, remember now, there's a few movies and documentaries which like got me curious. I was talking to my Gemini, right, Eric, and I was like, well, what themes can we do for Christmas? And then I watched a documentary on it, and I thought, oh wow, that sounds really good. Like, so we got it's just a short version of it. So take a look, because yeah, and yeah, I've been like watching the thing. Have you escaped the naughty list? Okay, only time will tell on the 5th of December, so be safe. So we're going to cut the cords now. We're going to seal it. I'm just a bit like, I didn't expect that. We thank the guides now. We thank the guides. We now seal the session and cut the cords to any heavy or lingering energy from the investigation. Go forward, grounding, knowing you're safe and protected in your own space. Blessed be. So yeah, whoever this Krampus is, he looks on the weak. He picks up on the weaknesses in the families. Yeah. There you go. I'm going to leave it as that. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Yeah, first time really doing a spread with these. So yeah, be kind to me because these are new and I was just a bit, yeah, I'm just so shocked, honestly. Be interesting to know, to see if there is actually a case of missing children. Anyway, you take care and I'll see you on the other side, and stay safe.